There we go. Now it should be working. Got home just in time to do this, and then I'm like, oh, well, I gotta put on the sound. Alright. There we go. Now, alright, hear me now. Woo! Alright, cool. Sound works. We're all good. Crazy stuff, man. Alright. There we go. Doing all the social medias. Yeah. Alright. Alright. I hear me. Everyone else hear me? We're all good. So, this is Blacksad, part 2. We played a little last time, and, yeah. Usually I'd say Noir is pretty dark, graphic, and very much a dystopian view of the world, but something tells me, right now at least, kind of light reading compared to the real world. So anyways, how's everybody else doing tonight? Oh, the world's gone a little crazy right now. But I'm crazy too, but in a better way. Alright, let's start up. Make sure it's working. Loading. So, I wonder what it does for like any reminders, or if it does like a previously on this stuff. Wow, it's taking a sweet time to load, man. Tut today, Junior. I'll have to take that into consideration next time. My God. Oh yeah, we were talking to this guy last time. The big gorilla guy. Right, we were taking some notes about something. You can read my journal. Index. Eugene Colbert. It's Colbert. Oh, I didn't know Colbert was in that. Eugene, Bobby Cale. Or Bobby Vale. Ugh. Promising boxer at Dunn's gym. Vanished the same day that Dunn died. Dunn's gym will have to close if he doesn't fight. The reigning champion. Stone at Madison Square Garden. 145 Old Stamford Street, 1 to 3. Son of Airviasins. Third boxer disappeared. Chest expander in his locker killed. Done with Kill done with. Had been threw in the dumpster. Why would he have killed done with it? What? Ready champion. Old safe opened with mother's no longer working. Sax player. Is that who's playing right now? Dead owner of Dunn's Gym. Time of death, Sunday evening, gym closed. Sax player. Hangs himself from the beam. Mary Palmole. Cleans the gym. Found Dunn body and called cops. Works at Sam's Diner, same street as the gym. Hardly knows Sonia. Barely knows Yale. Now, Dunn Yale, is that his name? Or barely knows Yale? Bobby Yale. Didn't tell you? Did it not tell you, Ganovo? Yeah, I figured that's why no one would be here. I'm reviewing clues. I'm trying to remember what the heck we were doing. Who's this? Joe Dunn? Oh no. I think I messed the pictures up there for a moment there. That's Weekly. Caught him on the roof. He confessed to the call weekly because of how often he allegedly showers. Ooh, that's not good. Desmond O'Leary. His men guard Zeal's place. Dated tennis. Ellen Moore. Runs the boxing thing. Weekly, he will investigate him. Manager of reigning champion. Now, I don't know what I'm looking for, actually. Honestly. Can I, like, run? Or do I just, like, saunter everywhere? Hit back. I gotta remember I don't use mouse for much. Hey, Johnson, how's it going out there? How's the weather in Charlotte? Who runs a noir film? Right? I mean, but, you know, even though noir games are usually pretty heavy in topic, it's like, I think it's pretty lighthearted compared to the world right now. Yeah. It's like, man, this is light reading.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Alright, and then we tab, right? Okay, and then we hit enter. The Rolodex.
Dunn kept files on the gym's staff and clients. Name,
Right.
address, and date of birth.
It does. It looks like brand spanking new. For an old thing. Reminds me of my old place. I had like an old gas stove. It was like 1960s. Very robust though. It's cast iron. This place doesn't have a bad heating thing either. Do. Right, there was nothing on the roof except for like a double tap maybe? No, maybe not. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. I mean, am I supposed to be like using the clues that I got right now to unlock something? 67 degrees, thunder and lightning. I got a shiner. Dunn's wife's birthday doesn't open the safe. There's something fishy about Dunn's suicide. Who do the footprints in the gym belong to? Maybe those two things go together? No. Aunt Mary has nice handwriting. There are cards with information on Dunn's table. No, those two things don't go together. The chest expander is in the trash and belongs to Yale. Is that what the notes were trying to say? It's like there's something fishy about a suicide? No. Why lead me that way? Stop false leading me, man. Someone threw a paint can in the trash. There's a paint stain on the gym floor. And who do the footprints belong to? No. So those two things go together because it's not like just rejecting them. So it's like there's paint on the gym floor. So someone threw paint in the trash can. No. So it's not Yale. So no, weekly. I think we went off there, and he basically said he was gonna do some things. Mary has nice and neat handwriting. Mary calls Joey. Joey? So those two things go together. Mary calls Dunn Joey. Mary has neat handwriting. There might be a letter somewhere where she calls her Joey. Dunn's wife. No. There's got to be like more evidence that that cat lady. I remember the one thing that stuck out to me personally was that she calls Dunn Joey, and you know the gorilla said something like nobody calls him Joey except for his lover or something, like his wife. Like missing some clues for sure. Is there something over here I missed? I see something back here. Oh yeah, here we go. It's one of those cards. I see one of those cards there and it flashed for just a moment. Yeah, I didn't hit that. Thank you. No, back. There we go. Charlie. It's Charlie. Charlie. His coat's too big? I know, right? He's gonna trip on that thing. Alright. So maybe we should go back to the restaurant and maybe we can confront her about that.
I don't know why. Something just doesn't add up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to find out, man. I love how like it's like X, like every other key you have to press is like the actual letter, so whenever I see the X I keep hitting the X key. It's kind of funny. I'm like, yeah, it's X. No, it's not. Oh, there's something there. Oh. Is that a letter? It's a letter. For Sonya Dunn.
Thank you, Mr. Blacksad.
Does the postman always leave your mail on the floor?
I don't know,
What's wrong?
It's my mother's wedding ring.
Had it been stolen?
I don't know. My father wore it on his pinky finger after she died.
Not always, apparently.
Will you find out why?
I'll try. But there's something else I'm worried about. This might have something to do with the...
I know why.
Your father's death and Bobby Yale's disappearance.
Oh my, yes. It could be. Will you please give me a moment?
Of course.
Yep, I knew it. And I know exactly what deduction, too. That handwriting's probably of the what's her name? That lady, because she called her Joey, and she would, like, if he liked her, right? She would have given her, he would have given her the ring of his dead wife, right? So it's definitely, Mary calls her Joey. She's got nice handwriting. And that.
Were Mary Purnell and Joe Dunn an item?
No! It took you that long to figure that out, man. All I had to do was, like, the one clue was like, oh, no one calls him that except for the lover thing. Yeah, like, you should have caught on to it at that point. Like, I'm not that inept. I'm a great detective, man. I don't know. It says there's one clue also. There's another deduction we can make from these. Dunn's wife birthday doesn't open the safe. Mary and Dunn are seeing each other. Maybe if I put that with the safe doesn't open? Seems a bit of a stretch. Yeah.
What if Mary's birthday is the combination to the safe?
I'd have to get her birthday though. We're gonna go sing her happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Another deduction? Really? Alright. His main language seems to be German. Ich spreche die Deutsch. Alright, Weekly took very explicit of Rhino and his lover. Whoa, I didn't see that there before. The Buffalo works for O'Leary, the Shamrock lapel. Paint on the gym, chest expander. Birthday is Mary right open the safe. Rhino's lover almost looks like her. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just being funny. Damn, all those ladies look alike. Oh, hold on. Maybe he took Mary's birthday there. Yep. Okay. That's where I get her birthday from. I don't have to go ask her for her birthday. I can just look at the cards. Right. See, that one I didn't think of. I was just going to go out right and ask her.
Yes?
Feeling any better?
Yeah, I guess. Thanks.
If Tantroo was a rat, rats are pretty cool. I like mice better than rats, though. I like their nerdy eccentricness. I like their little, like Gadget. She's a sweetheart. Well, she might not know that her birth date is the safe combination.
And there it was. Mary's birthday. A week prior to that very day.
Use random combination. You don't live near there, do you, Tony? I know you. I think you were in the Midwest. All right, we opened the safe. All right, let's see what we got. Business insurance policy. Ugh, that's boring.
I never would have taken Dunn for a gun owner.
Oh, that insurance policy. Last will and testament.
You opened the safe?
Yeah, and I think you need to see this. Can you tell me what it says?
All right. I think this might be useful for the investigation, Mr. Detective. He left everything to me, except some boxing trophies and knickknacks that'll go to Bobby Yale.
When was it signed?
When was it signed?
It was written 4 years ago, just weeks after I moved to Buffalo.
Do you think Bobby Yale read it?
She's a Western New Yorker? How dare you, lady?
All right. Thanks. A few bucks. Just petty cash.
Petty cash? That looks like about $100, man. Why would you? Yeah, she looks more anthro. Well, this guy looks a bit too anthro, right? He looks like a dude with like ears. He looks like a Nico, right? Looks like a guy wearing a Batman costume more than a cat. Downstairs there's a gorilla. Alright. So we found his will. She drove quite a ways. She says she came from Buffalo? This is like the 1950s, man. You could not fly. Well, I don't know if you could fly commercially back then. I don't think you could. Or at least it was like not really easy to do so. So it was probably pretty expensive. Or she took like a Model 6 and like rode like 7 hours. That's the gorilla guy right here. Any more
Did you know Joe Dunn had a gun in his safe?
No way, man. He hated firearms. Although, when Bobby Yale was a teenager, he went through a crazy phase. Even dropped out of the gym and joined the gang. Nothing serious. Early one morning, he broke in the gym. Joe was already here, caught him red-handed. Bobby pointed the gun at Dunn and ordered him to open the safe. So, Joe opened it and asked Bobby to put the gun aside, leave the gang, and start boxing again. I got here 5 minutes later and found Bobby crying like a baby in Joe's arms. Then he just stood up and put on his gloves.
oh, gang connections now. That's quite a reveal. Probably some of the old gang didn't want him leaving. Why you don't get caught up with gangs, man? Don't get caught up with other people. Other people are dangerous. Throw a paint can in the trash. Buffalo that works for O'Leary has a shamrock. No deductions, I don't think. What is Buffalo like? Yeah, it's a lot like Syracuse. What's Syracuse like? Yeah, it's a city where not much happens, which is why I stream on Friday nights. Oh! No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, is there anything more I can say to this lady before I move on? I think we already covered all these things.
I never asked about the gym's insurance.
That's exactly what I'm reading now.
Mic drop.
So far, it looks like your standard small business policy.
I know who had your mother's ring.
I think I know who had your mother's ring.
You do?
On second thought, I don't really know.
Not knowing seems to be one of your strong suits.
Ooh. I didn't want to keep the secret. Like, keep it. I wanted to talk. I should talk with her first about that secret before I. Probably already kind of. It is a lot colder. It gets a lot snowier. I like quaint little communities. I can't deal with like big city stuff. No, Orange is not the weirdest mascot ever. Have you seen that Philly guy? What is this guy? You look suspicious, sir. What was it? The Philly guy. I can't remember what his name is. The Philly fanatic. The freaking dude that like looks like his eyes are about to pop out of his head. It gets humid. It's not a dry heat. It is a wet heat. It's not as bad as Florida though. Or the southeast. Like the east is pretty muggy. Like compared to like it's not like the desert. The grizzle? What's the grizzle? Oh, the grizzle thing. Yeah, I think I can't remember what it's called exactly. But you'll know it when you see it. It's pretty nuts.
I know you're hiding something.
What?
I know how much Dunn meant to you. I'm very sorry for your loss.
I don't think I,
Your handwriting on the envelope. Your date of birth on the safe.
my goodness. I can't talk here. My shift is over in 10 minutes. Can you wait a while?
Can I get a
Gritty,
refill
okay,
again,
cool.
Mary?
Yep.
Coming right up.
Gritty's pretty infamous. Syracuse is sort of round and orange, though. I guess I would kind of line that if I would say that the orange tie kind of reminds me of it. It's like, hey, that's where I came from. Though I kind of lived like 45 minutes outside of it in the rural areas of Syracuse, so Looks like a demon on coke. Yeah, I didn't have to keep this secret because his wife's dead. His original wife is dead. I was thinking like, oh yeah, they had an affair. It's like, no, it's not that dark. Like his wife passed away a while ago, so it's not like it's a big thing that you'd have to keep like. Hush, hush.
Mary Burnell, the angel Joe Dunn found in his gold.
We'd been seeing each other for almost 2 years. It all started with, well, weekdays I start cleaning the gym at dawn, before my shift at the diner. Joey always came in early, just a little after I got there.
I knew
He used
you'd
to
make
say it was
pretty.
the best time for the worst task of the day.
Oh, I know exactly what he meant. Say no more. Paperwork.
He really hated it. One morning, he saw me crying. I was having a rough day and...
He tried to make you smile.
He pointed at the coffee machine. You need a cup of joe and some fresh air. That was the first of many cups on the rooftop.
Really? Would that have impacted things?
Which is where Dunn seduced you.
That word is a bit too much, Mr. Blacksad. You might be too young to understand this, but real love has little to do with seduction. One day, we realized those rooftop coffees were the best part of our day. So we began to spend more time together.
But you never told anyone. Why did you keep it secret?
For Sonia's sake. She and Joey drifted apart after her mother's death. He was afraid that our relationship would only make matters worse. Until one day, on the rooftop, we realized just how serious our relationship was. And we decided to turn those moments into a lifetime.
So he asked you to marry him.
Yes, of course. He gave me the wedding ring and we decided to tell the world. He said he needed to share that happiness with his little girl. Turns out, he wasn't that happy after all.
The sun.
What about Yale? Wasn't he like a son to him?
Maybe you already noticed.
I've been to Illinois. I've only driven through Chicago though.
Thanks for sharing all that with me. Take care.
I lost my scarf a while back, not sure where. And now, if you'll excuse me, that's my bus stop. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Blacksad.
Right.
Whiskers. Hello, guitar. Hello, Agate. Hello, Aldo. Hello, Aldo. Disney Springs is open. Yeah, they're opening parts of their thing. So, do I gotta go back to the office or?
I'd prefer a yellow Cadillac, but I can't complain.
Why would you prefer a yellow Cadillac over that? I do not know you. That car is the hotness, man. Don't you. It's my color. It's red and it's old. Like me. No, I'm not that old. We might have to worry about it this year, Tony, at this point. We've already had one December convention cancel, so Some of the ones in September are starting to hit. Same with some in August. Sprinklings here and there. So much in common with that red car. It's also probably a bouncer.
You see, I've got this friend. He's a journalist, and the thing is, well, he would like to interview you.
Why?
A woman running a boxing gym? That's quite the story.
And how did this friend of yours find out exactly?
I'm pretty sure he saw the,
I don't even want to hear you. I just hope you prove your professional worth before the day is over.
Did you and your father get along?
Let's just say our relationship got better when I left for Sunny University. An 8-hour drive from here.
Meaning?
I'll lay it out for you, Mr. Blacksad. My father, Joe Dunn, disappeared the day my mother died. He became a shell of himself. Joe Dunn, my legal guardian. A man who gave me food, shelter, clothing, and an education. And that's more than you need to know.
What's in those papers you're going through?
Red tape.
Great. If you find something, please let me know.
I thought you were the detective. You do your job, and I'll do mine.
What do you know about Jake?
What can you tell me about Jake?
I thought you were friends. Guess I was wrong. He and my father were friends, so don't go down that road.
Oh, for Apocalypse is gone now? Yeah, like, for Apocalypse was supposed to have a new hotel this year, Tony. Like, literally the old hotel they were in, like, they had left it, but they'd also got, like, it got, like, shut down. And I don't know if they ever opened up again. I mean, with COVID, I mean, geez Louise. It's like that one hotel got shut down, like, and then everything got shut down.
Did you get along with Bobby Yale? Okay. Forget it.
I wouldn't give a damn about him if it weren't for this stupid gym his stupid fight is supposed to save. Happy?
What do you think about Mary, the cleaning lady?
Can't say I barely know her. And I'm not one who's quick to judge other people.
Dunn's will.
There's something I never asked you about your father's will. Congratulations. You're one lucky lady.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't want to say that. I'm like, but I wanted to, you know, I had to, like, exhaust the thread because, you know, OCD and all that. It's like, yeah, that's not a thing I should say. Father just died, jerk. Yeah, it was like a Crown Royal, wasn't it? It's not like a Red Lion Inn. Alright, so what now? Any deductions? Mary has a cold. I didn't notice that. Maybe I should talk to the hobo out back again and see if I can get any. Yeah, she does. She seems like she's brickwalling it. Very much so. I need more stuff. What stuff do I need? I need more evidence. I don't know when he's supposed to get back to me. Good question.
Do you remember anything else about the day you found the thingamajig with the springs and the paint can?
Yeah, no. wait. Well, now that I think of it, no. Hey, Pat, how about thanking a good-looking goat with a cigarette?
Sounds like you need one, man. You have a deer persona. Nice.
Of course. Here you go.
Yeah, you think you're not responsible for my pathetic state. Think you're not to blame. It's the government that shipped me off to war.
They shipped me off too.
Oh, right. So then you know what it's like to kill too. Well, then another sad hobo shouldn't be a problem for you, Professor.
Yeah, I killed people.
And yet, you don't want to help me die. Wait.
Wait, I give you a cigarette, buddy. What
That's
else do you
not what I
want?
wanted to say. Oh, well, you know we goats tend to jump from one thing to another. The government paid for everything. Army fatigues, rations, weapons, lodging, hookers, drugs. Do you know where that money comes from? Taxes.
Yeah.
Your taxes, my dear friend. You helped them cut my legs. They declare war every chance they get, so that the weapon industry that finances their campaigns gets richer and richer and richer. And that's how we finance their wars. So the slightest connection with corruption turns us into accomplices, unless one manages to keep at arm's length. That is what I did, my loyal disciple, at the Million Star Hotel.
I used to ask you about the murder, man.
Like your master, the Great.
Hey, what's your name? You never told me.
And he fell asleep. He did sound like he was dozing off. Like, I'm gonna talk about other things. See if I can find any clues. Maybe there's footprints here too. Anything on the phone I can do? Chief Officer? Got a nickel?
You're gonna like what I have to tell you about the Dunn case. Dunn and the gym cleaning lady were about to get married.
Great. Call What's News. They'll know what to do with such an incredibly interesting piece of information.
The combination on Dunn's safe was her birthday. He even gave her a ring. You know, your typical suicidal bliss.
Okay, I'm still not convinced, but I might have something for you.
Uh-oh. Looks like I found the lead with the chief. Yeah, I know, right? And back then they were a reasonable price. It was actually a nickel, not a quarter. Or 2 quarters. I think they ended up being 2 quarters eventually. I don't remember them getting any more expensive than 50 cents per call though. Call collect! No! Chief will pay for it.
Life is often off key, like a bad song. The notes come together but feel flat, unable to create anything resembling music.
Oh, is that him? I know he looked like he was.
There are ways to string them together to create harmony. Ways that are not always entirely in our hands.
Hound
You
dog.
look tired, John.
I was born tired.
I was born tired. I'm used to it.
You're not the only one. Yep, I'm beat. Starving. Just got back from the annual police medical. Not only did I have to fast, but I also had to chug 2 enormous glasses of water.
It is a very good design.
You alright?
Can we just talk about Dunn?
Okay, no problem. The thing is, I'd love to help you out with this case, but I can't. You know I work for the state of New York. If I had any information, I couldn't share it with a private eye. Even if it was lying on top of this table.
How do your kidneys
You
process?
drank 2 huge glasses of water. How are your kidneys coping with that?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should go to the... If you'll excuse me.
Limple B, Team 3. Deceased Joseph Brester Dunn. Widower. Dark brown. Age 47, weight 555. Time of death, approximately 7 p.m. on October 9, 19 something. Cause of death, violent asphyxiation, death from suicide. I love how they smudged out the numbers. It's the 1950s, man, like 1959 or something. Violent asphyxiation rope around the neck. 4 ring-shaped marks the circumference, caused by said rope. Swollen, slightly scraped knuckles on the right hand, also related trauma.
Interesting.
Dunn had 4 marks on his neck. No autopsy was performed. External evidence seems sufficiently conclusive. Whoops, I didn't open that, no.
Now I feel even thinner. So do my kidneys.
Thanks.
You didn't see me open that.
Truth is, John, it all seemed clear to me before, but now... Please, promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
Sure, you can trust me. I give you my word.
All right. In any case, keep me posted, will you?
Fine, I'll be
Sure.
good boy.
You can count on it.
I'll be good
Take
boy,
care, John.
good boy.
As always, Smirnoff had given me new, potentially relevant information. Not to mention second thoughts. When an old dog like him gets that serious, one must be prepared to fight.
New deductions! Hooray! What do we got? Something about his weight, maybe? Alright. Dunn had 4 different neck marks. Something fishy about his suicide. His weight is 163 pounds. Paint on the gym floor. When Dunn died, his knuckles were swollen. Nope, that's not it. Maybe the knuckles being swollen? I mean, that is kind of weird. No. Oh, his weight. Dunn was murdered. Dunn wasn't tall enough to hang himself from that news. He's too short, Shorty. You didn't have a ladder, though? Or was the ladder too short? Like, I thought there was a ladder on the scene.
I'm much taller than Dunn, and I can barely reach the noose. There's no way Dunn hanged himself. Not on his own, at least.
You know, I started playing Disco Elysium, and that one also revolves around a hanging. Freaking weird how all these noir things, it's like somebody hanged themselves. It wasn't a hanging, it was a murder.
I don't know why. Something just doesn't add up.
Any new deductions? Okay, we have some that we can make. Yeah, the stool's way too short. I thought there was a ladder near there. I was mistaken. Alright, so not tall enough to hang himself. Maybe that, and then the chest expander? Yeah. Because of the 4 different markings.
Probably. I don't know if you had a motive to kill Dunn, but you certainly had the murder weapon.
4 different markings would have to be with the chest expander, yeah.
I don't know why. Something just doesn't add up.
Yeah, you don't always gotta do live streaming. I don't even. The thing that I've been neglecting is obviously my news thing. Unfortunately, there's a big one in the fandom that I've got to write up tomorrow and probably do a video on. We've had our first COVID fatality.
I I don't know why.
Pretty sure you guys are already aware
Something
of
just
that.
doesn't add up.
Alright, we have one more deduction. Dunn was strangled with Yale's chest expander. When his neck, his knuckles were swollen, right? No. Like there's no I mean there's a paint stain on the floor. No. No. I don't know, cause like this is the only new thing I know. So it's got to be tied with something, but I did the knuckles swollen thing already. Didn't work. When Dunn died, his knuckles were swollen. Yeah, I didn't think that had anything to do with that. I don't know what the last thing is. Someone threw paint in the trash can. Do the footprints wrong too? No. There's paint on the gym floor, right? Maybe that's tied with the strangled. No. I don't know where. I don't know what ties with it. Yeah, maybe I should talk around. Figure something out. Yeah, this here sucks. Well, we can only do what we can do with what we got, right? Don't you me, stupid cat. I'm gonna go tell her sister that, or his daughter, that your father was murdered. Your father. You killed my father, prepared to die.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Oh, okay. I can't tell her about that. Well, that's great. Maybe I go back to the phone? Yeah, let me go back to the phone first. I like strolling. Strolling along in a somber walk. Right? Dunn must have punched somebody. That's true. Maybe there's a pouch on the table. Rhinoceros is his wife. Why would I call her? Who knows? Let's see.
Hello?
Blacksad here.
Please don't tell me my husband.
You have nothing to worry about, Mrs. Colbert. Do me a favor and enjoy your family.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Mr. Blacksad.
Hey, he didn't beat me up, so that's worth something. Right? I mean, it's one of those weird things where when they use actual places. There's like what they call them zipperbacks, right? Technically, this would be considered a zipperback by the late Fred Patton, rest his soul. You know, is it actually furry? Do the animals serve a purpose? No, not really. Like, you can replace them with human characters and the story would work just fine. Well, I'm already being evaluated, right? We have the, hold on a second. We have the Your Blacksad. Yeah, he's an eagle. Profitable case, silent. No, I'm super talkative. Swift and clumsy, so I'm swift, talkative, astute, romantic, pragmatic-ish, cautious-ish, and sensitive-ish. Clock and watch repair. Back when clocks were such a big thing that they had their own shops, guys. When Franklin was a turkey. There was that, wasn't that?
Just turned off the grill. You all got about 25 seconds to order your last burger before it goes cold, you bastards. Hey, if it isn't Miss, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm sorry too, because we ran out of sissy menus. Your dad and brothers ate them all. So, you got anything to say to Sam, little kitty?
I want a cheeseburger for a friend.
One cheeseburger for your boyfriend, coming right up. Come on, you bastards. Finish your meals and be gone. I'm closing in 5.
There was a what was it called? Ben and I? There was like an old historical like film that had Ben Franklin and like this mouse character who like made his bifocals or something. I remember that aspect of it. It was either called Ben and Me or Ben and I can't remember what it was called, but I think it was that. Look it up on YouTube later. I got you
I have to
cheeseburger.
admit, I was hoping to get something in return for that first hamburger. But now I don't really know why I brought this. The cynics would say I did it all out of selfishness, just to feel better about myself. Who cares?
You can have cheeseburger. Did that like hurt the profitability in my case? I'm gonna laugh if it did. It did by 1%. That's hilarious. So I guess the cost of the cheeseburger is 1% of my profitability. So if I lose 59 more cheeseburgers, then my case will go profit. And back then, like cheeseburgers were like what, 20 cents? Ben and me. Yeah, I don't. So you don't know where to go from here. I know we have one connection that I can make. I guess I should just like start making random shots in the dark. Alright, so we're going to start with the knuckles swollen. And paint can. Oh, okay. Well, that was a good shot in the dark.
Alright. Dunn punched a paint can. But why? Wasn't he calm and composed?
How do I know that? Why would he punch a paint can? So wait, did I went with the... Okay, so that's interesting. So like there's paint on the gym floor. Wasn't there something else that went with it? Oh, it was this thing, but that clue went with the thing earlier. I don't think there's a... Well, to be fair, I like... On Fridays, they like have this thing on the McDonald's app where you get like free fries. Like a free medium fry with any like purchase, over $1. So I get like a cheeseburger, or sorry, I get like a hamburger and one of those dollar hamburgers, one of those dollar chicken sandwiches, and then medium fries. All for $2 before tax. It's nuts. You give me an app, and I can do some crazy things. That's not like the Burger King app, where the Burger King app's pretty crazy if you get good with it. Like, I got so like if you go to their favorites, sometimes they'll have like nuggets for like $1. So like, and there's like a coupon for, hey look, it's the mayor. Hi mayor, how are you doing? Did you you didn't like keep lock all the predators up in your tower to try and fix them from the thing, did you? Did you? Okay, guess not. Yeah, it's like a clock and watch repair thing, man. When clocks were so expensive that you actually had someone need to repair them. Anyways, is this open still, or is the store closed? I think it's closed now. Oh! Okay. I'm running out of leads. It's a polar bear with a red jacket. Always Coca-Cola. A bunch of NPCs here, man. It's like they did a lot of detail on the NPCs too. It's like, that's the thing about Anthro games too. It's like there's, you gotta put a lot of emphasis and detail into things that usually you just go, oh, just make it human number 5, Nope, can't do that. You can't do the whole model thing with this game, otherwise it'd be like, oh, I've seen that model before, that's that same fox from before. Not as many people showed up for this stream as the first one. That's fine, they can catch up later. Not that they'll do that. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can finish up my leads in here. And I'm gonna talk to the lady one more time, I'm gonna talk to Gorilla one more time. Hopefully get something out of it. You can hear him playing sax in the rafters. Oh, I can't even talk to her. I can look in the safe though, but I think I already exhausted the safe. Oh God, you haven't watched through the entire Major Minor? Oh God. I'm sorry. That is a long one. That one I had to do my voice vocals. My voices. The Ankh. Yes. Yeah. Gareth, welcome to the Ankh. The Ankh. Anything from you? Nope. Anything on the phone? Probably not. And if not, then we'll try the car. And if not, then I have no idea. I can't use the phone either, so that's exhausted. I guess I'm going back to the car then. Hopefully I can like drive and meet weekly or do something. The thing about Major Minor though, it very much shows its age. It very much shows like the person was a novice. Like compared to like what's it called, the Winds of Change. I think it was called the Winds of Change, which is ironic because like I just did a review from Rocco's Modern Life.
I'd prefer a yellow Cadillac, but I can't complain.
So I can't read either? Okay. Man, buddy, I don't know what your problem is. Alright, well, not only have I exhausted all my leads, but I don't have any, maybe if I go back to the roof weekly it'll be there, maybe? I'll try this guy back here. That's so boring, I'm walking around the back alleyways. Maybe he's asleep. Guillermo Quesada. Gilmore Quesada. Man, my Yankee tongue is killing me. That was a whole card back here. Oop.
I might just be the last person in New York without a TV.
I intend to stay that way.
Who needs one anyway?
Now, it's funny because it's like I don't use my television all that much. I have started to try to do like cardio exercises because like I'm not getting much exercise. Like, because conventions used to sort of be my exercise, you know, walking up and down hotels and all that stuff. Now it's like I don't get out that much. It's like, okay, I should probably exercise a little bit more. Keep my body in shape. So usually I use my TV for that, but not much else. The internet's far better. I need shiny box. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do, shiny box. Oh, I was gonna check out the roof. So it's really the only thing I have left to check. Maybe Weekly's up there. Or maybe I've hit a dead end that I don't know about for some reason. Yep. Oh, never mind. So that seems like an extravagant animation. It's like, nope, it's just the animation I did. Searching through stuff. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do? Let me check my notepad. Maybe there's stuff I can look up here. Old friend. Seems to like Yale. Friend to Joe and Chris and Sonia Dunn. Young talent boxing. Chest expander his locker, killed Dunn with it and then threw it in the dumpster. Belonged to street gang 2 years ago, got in the safe. Al Stone. Reigning champion, fight versus Yale at MSG in 17 days. Majoring in business. Sunny University. Really? Sunny University? Sunny. Seriously? That's not even like what do you call it? You know how like sometimes they'll like, oh well these aren't actual places, like they cover up the year and stuff like that. That's SUNY, right? SUNY Buffalo. That's what he's talking about. A SUNY University, State of New York University, Buffalo. Yeah. Inherits Jim and most of her father's possessions. Mother's wedding ring appeared in an envelope. Old safe open and banned, no longer working. Her date of birth doesn't work. Mary Purnell's DOB. Sonia Dunn hired me to find Yale, but doesn't like him. Dunn's daughter, cold as ice. Cold as ice. Hanged himself, someone killed him. Peaceful guy, but gun and safe. Yale's. Wife died. Forced on Jim. Wife died. Focused on Jim. Neglected Sonia. Age 47. Weight 163 pounds. Police report. Corpse had 4 marks on his neck. Swollen knuckles. Painting Jim walls, punched a can out of rage. Cleans Jim, Found Dunn's body, called cops, works for Sam's Diner, hardly knows Sonia, barely knows Yale. Handwritten envelope ring, her writing. Her B-Day light opens the Dunn safe. 2 years with Dunn, about to get married. Should I let Chief Treasurer know about this? I already did that. Has a cold. Lost the scarf recently. Weekly. Caught on the gym, he confessed that they call him weekly, and I'm sure they're right. Can't go there for now. So the only thing I can see is her scarf. So maybe her scarf is around here somewhere. Maybe it's on the roof. Or maybe it's in the gym. I know, right? How do you do that? How do you make... Other than more secret than Champion's energy. Yes, we are being inconspicuous. Wage World, party time, excellent. Woo. I don't see her scarf up here, so maybe it's downstairs. I don't know. Our conductor, who's our conductor? Choo choo choo. Where's your scarf, lady? Is that it right here? That's not it. So we at least know that the scene refers to Joe and Mary. Where is the scarf? Maybe the scarf is in the locker room. I haven't been back in the locker room since last episode. Freaking inappropriate scribblings. Wasn't there like stupid stuff written on these things? If there was, then like... is it right here? It doesn't look like it. I mean, it's some sort of cloth, but... Empty?
Of course.
Mike Butler. Ooh. Jackpot.
Smells like paint.
There's a stained towel in Arthur Tucker's locker. Oh boy. Oh God. This guy wears a little bit too much on his sleeve, I think. Turned on, allegedly broke a police officer's jaw.
Bastards. proud South.
He lives in New York. That poor bastard. Oh, yeah. So does that end up in my... Yeah, does that end up in here? No. I haven't run into this Arthur guy yet, really. Oh yeah, there's a stained towel in Arthur's locker. I don't think I can connect anything right now, though. He's like, I live in New York. I guess we know who wrote this now. That explains where the graffiti came from. Ah! It's the Shamrock.
What the hell? Jake, give me one good reason not to smash in your face. What the hell are you doing in my locker?
I'm a detective, I snoop.
I'm a detective. That's what I do.
Yeah, and my friend too. But that's what I thought.
Get off me.
Sometimes, John, I can just punch you.
Oh, you can't do deduction now. I saw the Shamrock thing, right? He's in the same gang.
Why do you have that pen, Jake? What mess are you in?
Jake won't say he works for O'Leary.
The racist brain is so full of hatred that there's no space for trifles such as common sense or, say, spelling. But this most cultured writer spotted the error and attempted to correct it. Not sure what to make of the outcome.
Oh, that's an actual clue? And I was ignoring it the whole time. Bobby Yale's locker. Oh yeah, I already looked at this. This is actually the one I had opened. I didn't know I could open the other lockers though. Alright. Oh, hi Two Chooks. Notice you. Yes, I notice you. Alright, so there's new deduction. Probably the thing I saw from the other guy's locker, right? Yeah! I can make that connection.
Arthur Tucker painted the racial slur on Yale's locker.
No, of course he. Where'd you do that one, Sherlock? Where'd you get that one from? I have no idea. I don't think I have any. How's it been going, Chucks? Alright, let's head out here, talk to him. He's gonna punch me because I looked at his locker.
Okay, Jake.
I told you.
Desmond O'Leary.
Huh?
I know you work for him.
Now you're just making stuff up. Why would you say that?
I saw the shamrock in your locker. I know what it means.
Okay, let's say you're right. So what? What are you gonna do, huh?
won't do a thing. But please, tell me the truth.
Okay, I guess I should have said something. Business isn't going that well lately. Natalia was my last well-paying job, and it's been a while. Then O'Leary shows up and offers me a bodyguard contract. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, I understand.
Seriously, you don't seem like the type to accept shady offers.
I'd never take a job like that. But that's just me. I'm no one to judge.
Hey, O'Leary might run an illegal gambling operation, but it's not like he's killing people or conning with us. And I'm just a bodyguard. I make sure no one gets hurt. What I do, including my contract, paycheck, is 100% legal. How bad can that be?
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're right. The fact that his business is illegal doesn't turn you into a criminal. We're only accountable for our own actions. But that's not what bothers me.
Covering up for
I know you're covering up O'Leary's role in Joe Dunn's death.
Huh? O'Leary? No way. I mean, I don't think so.
Jake, please.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it now. I was here the day Doug died.
Go on.
I had to take care of some business for O'Leary.
Oh.
He makes me wear the shamrock when I work for him. As you know, I left the damn thing in my locker.
Say no more. You came in the back door.
How did you... Yeah, that's it. Joe had mentioned he'd been painting that afternoon, but I forgot.
nice monkey suit.
More's
I
ass.
stopped in my tracks when I saw him screaming bloody murder at Bobby Yale at the top of the scaffold.
What was he
What
saying?
exactly was he saying?
Something like, if you do that, I'll call off the fight and make sure you never set foot in this gym again. I didn't want them to see me, so I left.
Jake, why didn't you tell me?
I thought you'd be pissed off.
Well, you were wrong.
I'm sorry, John. I should have said something.
You should have. Let's just say you owe me one, all right?
You sure drive a hard bargain, John. All right.
Time to go. I need to think about everything you just told me.
All right. We have 2 new deductions. Yeah, that really sucks, Chicks. That happens a lot, and I really wish, like, that's probably one of the biggest problems in the fandom. A lot of people have a lot of different issues, but it's like that the fact that, like, people part with their hard-earned money, like, to people to do something for them, and then, like, they just don't, they ghost them, basically. Like, oof. Yeah, I think that's, to me, that's one of my pet peeves in the fandom. Like, there's a lot of, like, you know, social political things, and, like, there's other things like that, but, you know, if someone pays you to do something, you gotta do the job. Yeah, it's like, don't just take the money and run. And same with vice versa. Like, if you if someone does art or does things for you, don't, you know, pay your artists and stuff. Like, have fair business transactions. All right, so Corey J's done a strong argument while he was painting the scaffold. That's why he punched it. And who did the footprints belong to? Nope. Dunn wanted to call off the fight. Arguing. Nope. Painting on a scaffold. He punched the paint can. paint stain on the gym floor. There we go.
Dunn must have punched the can while he was arguing with Yale. I guess that explains why he threatened to call the fight off.
Because he spilled the paint? Alright, one more deduction. And speaking of that, I'm looking for sticker set. Like, I'm writing up a thing right now of, like, the sticker set I want to kind of do. But I'm kind of rewarding myself because I actually made a goal. I'm big enough, pretty strong goal this year. Like, this last month has been very strong, and I'll probably make a video about it. Because I've been kind of getting my hand into this whole trading business, and not doing too bad, all things considered. Trading stonks. And I'm not doing too bad. Like, I think I finally found a method that sort of works for me. Let's see. Nenning was strangled with Yale's chest expander. Wanted to call off the fight. It's kind of a leap of logic here. Wow, really? We're gonna make that accusation?
Christ. Did Yale kill Dunn just because he wanted to call off the fight?
Damn, that's cold. That's a big paint can. That was like the macroest paint can I've ever seen.
I always knew Bobby had issues. But I never thought he'd go that far.
Everything seems to point in that direction. I'm certain of it.
But he could have been framed, couldn't he?
Why do you care? You didn't like him earlier.
In any case, that doesn't change a thing.
It does, actually. Now we know he didn't kill himself.
My father's still dead, and you still haven't found Bobby Yale. Nothing has changed.
Trading is tricky right now, but somehow I managed.
Opening the safe and finding my father's will won't help us achieve anything. So please hurry. Time's wasting.
Yeah, I'll let her finish. The funny thing is, like, most of the people who got burned, I've watched some finance YouTubers, and, like, most of the people who got burned were the people who, during the Corona thing, thought it was going to keep
Sonya's
going down.
indifference never ceased to amaze me. But most importantly, why was she suddenly defending Yale?
Right? Like, why does she care now?
John Blacksad?
Uh-oh.
I think I owe you an apology.
Uh-oh. That's the gang guy. Apology accepted.
Apology accepted. But what exactly are you apologizing for?
Listen, I don't think my fellow workers treated you with the respect you deserve. I'm so sorry they wrinkled your suit. The thing is, they didn't know we shared a common goal. Bobby Yale. I want to find him and get to the bottom of this as much as you do, Mr. Blacksad. So please, kindly accept my invitation. Why not share our findings? Come on.
Sure. I mean...
Of course. You don't mind me riding in this fancy car with a wrinkled suit, do you?
Oh, I think you look mighty dapper, Mr. Blacksad. Although, if those wrinkles were to rub off on me... I always play it nice and safe.
Why would you do that? feel about smoking in the car? Of my own accord, which means if I said no, I would have been forced to. So, I mean... Oh, good eye, Ava. I didn't see that. Like Hawaii wasn't. I think Hawaii was the last one, though. Was it Alaska? It might have been Alaska.
Thank you, Blacksad. You won't regret this. So let's cut to the chase. I need Bobby Yale to fight Stone. There's just too much money at stake. So...
No, you're right. Alaska was
you
last.
might help to fight
Pearl
him.
Harbor wouldn't have been.
Let's
a
work
thing
together.
Otherwise. What kind of help do you need? I always work solo. What kind of help?
What kind of help do you need?
A simple exchange of information. You're a good detective, and I...
Definitely had a military base in Hawaii.
Let's just say I have my own
before
ways
World War
of
II.
making people talk.
What?
I think I'll have to pass this time.
Why? What? Do my own ways scare you? Please, hear me out. Let's say I bet a beer that we find Yale in 3 days, and you bet a beer that we don't. In 3 days, one of us has to buy the other a beer. Is that so bad? We're simply two grown men using our money and free will to conduct a small private exchange. And most importantly, we're not hurting anyone. So, yeah, I run a gambling business. What's so bad about that?
I can't really say.
Well, I can. Nothing. But I'll tell you what is wrong. The way our government is ruining America. We live in a so-called free country. A place where honest people can make a living, provided they don't hurt anybody. We're not communists. Well, at least I'm not.
I would have never thought otherwise. As for me, I'm not either.
Ah, well then, you see?
That's very convincing. I'm not either.
In any case, that's not my point. The government betrays our nation's values by passing communist laws that forbid an honest man like me to make a living without hurting a soul. And that, Mr. Blacksad, is just wrong. I didn't say it's unconstitutional. Do you get my point now?
All right, I get your point.
Ha! I knew you would. When the government passes...
This has nothing to do with my case,
There's
so I
only
don't give a
one
shit.
legitimate weapon the people can wield. The same weapon that turned America into a great nation. Civil disobedience. So, as the proud American that I am, it's my duty to disobey.
You're bending the truth a little bit there.
You're bending the truth to justify organized crime.
Oh no, it might have been organized crime, but not anymore.
It's disorganized
I
crime.
wasn't always a boss, you know. No, sir. I started at the bottom when Lucky Blitzen ran the show. And good for nothing. His was a reign of terror, extortion, violence, you know, that sort of unpleasant thing. When I took over, I decided I'd make people want to do my bidding. Not out of fear, but out of gratitude. I decided to help people so they would help me.
That beating your thugs gave me was really helpful. Thank you so much.
Those poor bastards didn't even know you were a detective, that you were on our side.
Maybe at first. But when they tied me up and beat the socks off me, they knew very well who I was.
Seriously? That goes against my rules. Who was it?
It's Wilson.
It was just Wilson.
That bastard. Don't you worry.
I will have a serious talk with him.
I'm sure
I
they will.
cannot tolerate this behavior. Please accept my apologies, Mr. Blacksad.
You already
see, a lot of
apologized.
people work for me. Many families depend on my business. Not only that, St. Christopher's Hospice practically lives on my donations. The widows of my late employees are set for life. Their kids get free schooling. The cops leave me alone because they know my business doesn't hurt anyone. On the contrary. And, it looks like we're here.
That was one long loading screen. Random chit chat with a wolf about freedom and using charity to bribe people. Y'all's apartment's no longer guarded. Civil disobedience achievement.
Yale's apartment?
I told you I'm on your side. Go ahead, search the place. I'll wait down here. When you're done, maybe you'll change your mind and share your findings with me. Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll
guys-
make sure you're suitably compensated. Wilson, come here.
So like, didn't they have like free reign of the place? They should have found some stuff, I would think. Pizza. Goku versus Shrek.
The worst thing about O'Leary's boys dropping by isn't the beating, but the fact that I can't tell what's theirs and what's Yale's. Can't say this is the ideal drink for an athlete. Then again, it could be your classic bookie thug lunch.
So, by the way, you see the cans there? Oh yes, the olden times where you had to use like those can things. You know, I don't know what they call them. They call them can openers. They're not like can openers. They're like those little punch things where you punch a hole in the aluminum to drink out of. For the whole idea of the pull tab. Somebody once told me dun 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 dun. Caution. I'm gonna look around this room first. Alma Mater, Lafort.
17th century French fables. Mayor must be one boring old lady.
Well, we have interesting critiques about his literature choices. Uh-oh.
Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
Mary went to Luna Park with Dale. What? No. No. It's over the Dame. This is not about a boxing match. It's about the Dame, man.
A woman's fragrance. Almost angelical.
It's her scarf. Here, I thought it would be in the boxing ring. Yeah, I got that deduction already, genius. Thank you.
I'm not sure how Yale's love of pickles will help me crack the case, but it's good to know.
Let's not say we dill.
That means she's been here recently, but why? What does Sweet Mary have to do with Yale, the murder suspect?
Hey, it's a bachelor pad, man. What are you gonna do? Don't judge. Cyrus Cooper. Dang, he's good. Log on to my Fur Affinity yet? Oh wait, that's right. The internet doesn't exist yet. How is he supposed to share it with the world? His autistic vision. No deviant art. No Fur Affinity. Nothing at all. Just paintings in the walls, man. Well, you cover up a murder. You would typically want to cover up if you murdered somebody.
So, you like your mob stories, don't you, Bobby?
He's part of a mob story.
Seems like Bobby inherited something more than boxing skills from his father, besides the tendency to vanish into thin air, of course.
Some artistic talents.
Why would you want such a big closet for so few clothes? Unless someone emptied it recently.
That was like the most generic door close sound. That was that. I recognize that door close sound. Speaking of the internet, the hell? Why is AI? Why did they take the door closing sound from AOL Instant Messenger? What the hell? What the hell, Blacksad? What? That wardrobe is before your time, sir. What the hell was that? Oh man. If you go, if you're watching the recording, go back a few seconds. Yeah, that was definitely the AOL door I am leaving thing. The hell? See. Oh, I could sneak out. I guess I'll leave that to you. Should I sneak out and try to avoid O'Leary, or should I just head out and try to talk to him again? Where's this door? AOL took it from them. Yes. Yes. This was before AOL.
Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
Except for they're in a gang. Ah, the basic anemones. Camera's over top of the bathtub.
Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
There's pictures on this wall. Is there anything useful there? Nope. Alright guys, so what do you think? Should we ditch the yote or ditch the wolf, or should I just leave and? I'll let you guys decide this one. I unfortunately have to make decisions very quickly, so I can't like wait for the chat lag. For most of the decisions in this game, because they usually take like 10 seconds to do. You have to make a decision pretty quick. So I don't really have time to do votes, but this is something you guys can decide for me so that I don't have to make my own decisions. Yes, I learned enough here, but like, do I go back out to the cars out front to talk with the gangsters, or to tell the gangsters I'm all set, or do I go out the back window and avoid them and then disappear on them? Alright, we have one wolf. Wolf going once. One going twice. Alright, let's go.
When I left, I told O'Leary I hadn't found a thing. The minute I was alone, I left for Mary's. But before all that, I took a small parting gift for her.
Ah, yes, her scarf. I mean, don't rock the boat too much, right?
I've never trusted angels.
Mr. Blacksad? What a...
Surprise?
Surprise!
When they fall, they turn into demons.
Joey told me he was going to spend the afternoon painting the gym, and then Bobby would be fixing something up on the roof. So, after I found the body and called the police, I went to Bobby's place, but he wasn't there.
You opened the door to his apartment. How'd you have the information?
So you knew that Yale was with Dunn when he died, and yet you told no one.
I guess I just forgot. Everything is so confusing. I'm sorry, Mr. Blacksad.
Don't be. I'm here to figure it all out.
What's your relationship with Bobby?
What's your relationship with Bobby Yale?
He was like a son to Joey, and we were about to get married, so, you know.
Okay, I think it's time to set things straight. I knew you were cheating on Dunn with Yale. Or was it the other way around?
No. How can you even think of something like that?
How can you convince me otherwise? I found a picture at Yale's apartment. It's you and him on a roller coaster. Care to explain this part of it?
I'm not white, Mr.
I'm gonna say
Blacksad.
something after this.
What?
7 of my great-grandparents were white. The 8th was black. According to law, I'm a black citizen, even if my skin says the contrary. Do you know what that means when you're born in North Arlington, Alabama?
Segregated everything. There's no health care.
Segregated housing, with far worse homes for colored people.
We even have different water fountains, for God's sake. The separate but equal doctrine and all that.
The damn nonsense.
That damn nonsense.
And all the lies. That's why I moved here. No one knows what color my great-grandparents were.
Yep.
I completely understand you, Mary.
Just think if you were also a woman. He's my nephew, Mr. Blacksad. Joe and I first started taking care of poor Bobby when my sister died. That was when he was almost 15. The three of us went on that trip to Luna Park.
So this is where Joe Dunn comes in.
Bobby was the only one who knew about me and Joey. We were afraid that someone would use my past to ruin his career.
It's not the first time I hear that story.
Should have said something.
You should have told me this sooner.
I've been hiding it all my life. I'm sorry.
Alright. So here's my beef, okay? I said I was gonna mention something before, but I didn't want to interrupt the conversation. Photography and roller coasters back then did not have the technology to take those kind of photos of a moving thing that well. Okay? I don't think so. I don't think that was a thing. I may be wrong. Somebody might be able to tell us. I mean, obviously these guys did their research on a lot of things. But to me, it seems unlikely that you would have anyone taking pictures of a roller coaster. And like, unless somebody was like at there taking the thing, like that kind of automation didn't really exist. Anyways, enough rambling about photos. I think I saw. Well, it's like, it's not even that. Like the distance, if you look at the photos, like the thing taking the picture is like outside the car. So basically, it's like, you know, the modern setup where they're claiming they have somebody taking a picture of people on the ride. But you don't have a thing to automatically time things that well. Number one, in this kind of era, there's not that kind of computer technology yet. And number two, even if it was a person, like they would have to perfectly time the snapshot and it wouldn't be that clear. Like the photo would not be that clear, especially with like things moving at a tick. All right. The eyes. What you got in the eyes? Or no, her neck.
Mary smells like... Actually, the whole room smells like a pie fresh out of the oven. So I can't identify any of the fragrances.
Is that from over here? I think it was just a boo-boo. I mean, they've done pretty good with the aesthetics, so I'm not gonna like go, ooh, that's too crazy. But we all make little blunders when you're talking about the past, because we always do it through the lens of the present. Where is the other stuff? Can I not like see anything because of the freaking pie smell? We got something caught here. There's photos over there. Oh wait, I can zoom in. Got it. I forgot about the E and the Q key. There's one over here. Oh. Femininity starts at home. But I love this. Book for a good housewife. Oh, there's something up there. Oh, over here. Oh, up, down, up. BA, start, down, up, right, down, up.
fresh out of the oven. The whole room smells like pie.
It's a pie. Pie. Anyways, sound. It's coming from the radio.
TV and radio all in one. Where will these mad times lead us?
To a radio, TV, and calculator, and time-telling piece, and stockbroker trader app, and restaurant liaison, and travel agent, all in one pocket device. Nicole. It's a robo-wife, really. Anyways, let's go back. Found Sonya Dunn in the ring.
About Sonya Dunn in the ring, I managed to hide the truth from her.
I appreciate it, but at the same time,
What?
no, nothing. Maybe she has a right to know.
Secret safe with me.
Your secret is safe with me.
I believe you. Thanks.
That cherry pie smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry.
Thanks. I pulled it out of the oven right before you arrived. Oh, where are my manners? I'm the worst hostess in the world.
She
Let me go
poisoned
get
the
a knife
pie,
from
don't
the
eat it.
And you must be thirsty. Let me see. OJ, coffee?
Coffee.
I'll take some coffee, thanks.
I'm gonna take your frickin' card.
She's wearing the same clothes in both pictures, so she's probably telling the truth.
Nice sneaking out. That's some beautiful artwork.
That's some beautiful artwork you got there.
My God, man, don't eat the whole pie. You're gonna hate yourself. She's like, can I have some or what? Can I smell her now? Can I smell her without the cherry pie in the way?
Now that there's almost no pie left, the scent has also disappeared. Interesting. Now Mary smells like a huge dog. Mary, when are you going to stop lying? I know your nephew's here. I can smell him.
What? No. I already told you I don't know where he is.
Look, I understand why you're protecting him, but it's in his best interest to end this hide and seek.
You can search the whole house if you want. Go ahead. He's not here.
Wait a minute. She's not the one who smells like that.
Uh-oh, he's in the room, isn't he? Where is he? He's in the. It's in the. No, what the heck's it called? The chest. The. What the heck's it called?
That's where Bobby Yale's scent is coming from. So, that's why you were sitting there.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Could you step aside so
The
we can check?
chest. Is that what they
please?
call it? The.
Please go.
Mary, for Christ's sake, put that knife down, would you?
Leave or I'll...
Mary, please, calm down.
I'm needing it.
Nope.
Bobby! No!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Was there like a pan? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll look at the pan. Jeez. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to look at it. Avoiding your swings and doing this at the same time, and I got a little bloody. Got it. There we go. Stop punching me.
I'm on your side, Bobby.
Keep missing, dude. Oh my god, he's going to hold dog. Be okay. Whoa.
Bobby!
Call an ambulance. Do as I say. Go on, call an ambulance. Do it now. In the face of a heart attack, there's two things you can't forget.
He's got a belt buckle with his name on it? Seriously? Is that like your furry badge, sir?
One, stay calm. Two, one chest compression per second. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi. 6 Mississippi. 7 Mississippi.
Bobby! Oh, Bobby! Thank you, Bobby.
Dang, my face is getting messed up.
Bobby. Thank you.
I had lots of reasons to consider this a great day. I had investigated a suicide case. I had discovered that, in truth, we were dealing with a murder. I had found and captured the prime suspect. And I had saved a life. And yet, everything in me screamed that something was going wrong.
What was going wrong? I got punched several times in the face. It's a good day. So after whatever next scene goes, I think I'm going to call it a night. I think that it's a good breaking point. You should talk with Cross Affliction. He likes blood.
Promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I want a gun.
What the hell?
Bang, bang, bang.
A fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualties.
I hate detectives.
Bang, bang, bang.
And percussion, am I?
That you, Smirnoff?
You seem agitated. Nightmare?
How long have I been sleeping?
I just got here. Anyway, why don't you go home? In his current condition, Yale's not going anywhere. Besides, we'll take it from here.
Who is that? Can we trust him?
Sheepdog.
I know how to pick my men, John. You? I'm not so sure. You promised me you wouldn't intervene.
If I hadn't intervened, Bobby Yale could be dead.
If you had warned me, maybe we could have avoided a heart attack. Anyway, what's done is done.
Come on, man.
When exactly did you realize that he killed Dunn? Out of sheer
Yeah.
curiosity, I'm a cop after all.
As soon as I realized that the murder weapon belonged to him,
How about the motive? Any ideas?
Wanted to call his fight off. Instead, disappeared.
I know Dunn wanted to call the fight off after something Yale did, but I still don't know what.
In any case, hopefully Yale will tell us more.
Would you let me ask him some questions when he wakes up?
I know you will, with or without my permission, so I'd rather not feel betrayed. In exchange, drop by the station when you can. Your investigation could really help my men. Who, by the way, must be waiting for me to interrogate Mary Purnell. Boy, she was hard to pry from Yale's side.
Don't go too soft on her. That girl's quite the liar.
Will do. Thanks for the advice. And as for you, go get some rest. God knows you need it.
I will. Thanks for the advice.
Cooties.
Tell the nurses to look at that face of yours. You look like a film detective in his last scene.
I'm afraid this film isn't over yet.
For your sake, I hope you're wrong. You're in charge now, officer.
Okay.
I'll send you relief in 6 hours. Understood?
Doctor,
Oh,
Who are? Oh, detective. Congratulations. You fared pretty well against that kid. Better than most would have. Now, if you'll excuse me.
do I look like I fared well to you?
you're a lizard person. I'm trying to aim at your nose here. Wow, you're very persnickety with your nose, man. Your nose is so zoomed in. Come on, iguana man. Trying to. My God, that is a hard thing to pin. His name is Dr. Pudler.
We, as a society, simply don't trust reptiles. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded. How's Yale? Is he awake?
Oh, yeah. Go check on him before he falls asleep again. Although, try not to bother him with too many questions.
What's his current condition?
It's too soon to tell. He did have a heart attack after all.
Go away. I don't want to see you. The doctor told me to sleep.
I rarely get to interrogate a suspect with his guard down in a place as quiet as this. Getting the chance to study his body language with no distractions is a rare gift. His heart rate is increasing. It could mean that he's lying, but it could also just be pure, unadulterated rage.
He's gonna kick my butt again. Got more.
He's clenching his fist, a sign of contained anger.
Not really contained if his heart's doing that crazy stuff. What else we got? Up, up, up. His eyes, maybe?
He's looking straight at me. If he couldn't hold my stare, I'd think he's lying. But that's not the case. Clenched fist, fast heart rate, fixed stare. He feels some genuine rage towards me. I'm sorry you don't want to see me, but I'm afraid you'll just have to put up with me.
For now. Luckily, I just got my medication. I'll be snoozing soon.
All right, I'll just cut to the chase. Is he lying, or did his heart rate speed up out of rage?
Yeah, we know. Clenched fist. Blah, 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 right?
Is he holding back his rage? He can't look me in the eye. I'd say he's lying. Who killed Joe Dunn?
What? Are you trying to confuse me? Joe hanged himself.
Dunn was too short to hang himself with that rope.
So, it's true? He was murdered.
I know Dunn threatened to call off the fight. Why?
How do you know that?
I'm a detective.
That was his anger talking. He never really meant it.
That doesn't matter. Why was he so mad at you? What did you do?
Nothing. Joe thought that I wasn't training hard enough. That I was going to lose.
All right. Let's just say that I believe you. The murderer killed Dunn with a chest expander and planted evidence to make us believe it was suicide. But he also left enough clues behind to make sure we found the true murder weapon. Then he put the chest expander box in your locker to frame you. Do you know anyone that twisted and who also happens to have a motive?
I don't know.
What about Frank Cassidy? Do you think he has a motive?
Maybe. A few weeks ago, Joe took me to a boxing managers association meeting.
Headed by Cassidy.
Yeah. He was obsessed with making it illegal for boxers to fight without a manager, or without an associated manager. Everyone seemed to go along with it until Joe spoke up. He said that would lower us to mob status, that Cassidy had founded the association just to make money by monopolizing the sport. That made others think twice. And Cassidy ended up empty-handed.
Poor Cassidy.
Let's see.
Desmond O'Leary certainly seems twisted enough. Did he have anything against Dunn?
I'm not sure if they knew each other. At least not in person. About a month ago, Joe kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym. He was trying to give a business card to...
Jake Ostino.
Yeah, exactly. Did Jake tell you about that?
Something like that.
Maybe it's like, yeah, maybe the other boxing association guy, Waller's dude, is tied with O'Leary somehow. It's possible.
Maybe it was... What am I saying? Jake could never pull off something like that. Nothing. Never mind.
Sonya Dunn.
What about Sonya Dunn?
Sonya? I doubt it. She's odd, but she's his daughter.
I've seen worse. Believe me.
Blacksad. I think I owe you an, You know, my father disappeared when I was 6, right after winning a fight. We never heard from him again. Do you know what that does to a kid? Who knows where I'd be if Joe Dunn hadn't been in my life? Even when I lost my way and put a gun to his head years later, he still took me under his wing and managed to steer me in the right direction. And now that he's gone, you're risking your life to find his murderer. Thanks.
Thank you for...
He's asleep.
Is that eye movement normal?
No. It's morphine, baby. It's morphine. Ooh. Woo? Where is his heart, right? His chest, his hand is one of them, right?
The hands say a lot about what's going on inside a person. He seems restless. Should I tell someone? The number of cigarette butts is inversely proportional to my hours of sleep. Ah, damn.
Oh,
See,
Mercury.
there's
come on.
no fever whatsoever. He must be having a nightmare.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't you have nightmares too after what he went through yesterday? I know I sure wouldn't sleep.
I have nightmares myself, but those go way back.
Oh, the poor thing. Do you know what my nightmare is? It's that witch I have to work with. Oh, good thing she's got trauma surgery at 12:30, but I wish it were a little sooner, you know? Anyway, thank you for letting me know. And for bringing him in. You don't know how excited I am to be involved in a criminal case.
It might not be important, but I need to take a look at his medical report.
Alright, so I'm going to call it a night here. Let's see if I had any deductions or anything like that. Oh, a lot of extra stuff. I just got a lot of stuff thrown at me. Let's see how many I got. Alright, so we got the explicit photos, done murders, had carefully been planned out. Avernus vanished after winning a fight back when he was a kid. Paint. Mary's been at Yale's place recently. The DOE nurse will be gone later for trauma surgery. Dr. Palmer suggests Yale rest first after his heart attack. Those are some weird clues, man. Alright, so I'm going to not read the notebook right now. I'm going to wait for that to go. Let me look at our Blacksad to end the night on. Let's see what we have. Talkative is almost 100%. 100% romantic. Oh my. Clumsy. I'm swift. I had a little bit of a clumsiness to it. I guess that was me getting punched in the face a few times. Is that why I got the shiner? Is that 3%? Dang, if me having the shiner is 3%, I'd hate to see what like 100% clumsy is. It's like my freaking like arms in a cast or something. We got astute. I wonder if astute versus obtuse is like how well you do on the connections. Right, connecting the things with few goes as possible. Pragmatic versus upright, resolute versus cautious, sensitive versus hard-boiled. Yeah, it's a very good story so far. I like it. Certainly was kind of taking me by surprise a little bit. Seems like the clues I catch on to really quicker. The whole like, ooh, saucy things going on there. Like, is this thing connected to this thing? Ooh, found the scarf. We know where that's going. Those ones are pretty easy to pick up on. Some of the other ones I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I would have made that connection. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. We will continue our journey to Blacksad in the month of June. The month of June is coming up. My profit's plummeting now. No, it hasn't changed since the burger thing, I think. Like it's still at like that percentage. But anyways, what's it? June, I think 1st is Monday, so it'll be June 5th. June the 5th, we'll continue our Blacksad journey. And hopefully our world will become happier by then. I don't know. Frickin' Black, it's like as noir as this is, it's actually kind of a nice escape from the world that we in. Anyways, have a good night, guys. We'll see you again next week. If I can get this thing up. Oh, there we go.